hard to say good. During these very difficult days, complex situation. And I couldn't leave these days without meeting the teachers at all, even though I know for a fact that many very nice group of the inspectors have met teachers and also counselors, but still I thought it would be a very important and relevant idea to make sure that important messages come directly. And therefore I decided, you can't hear me, Sarah? Am I
We
heard?
can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, very good. Okay, and I thought the important messages should come directly, not in another WhatsApp message. One of the most important elements of resilience, as you know, are first of all providing information, and second is to reach out and give an opportunity to share, since this group is very, very large and also even extendedly large, because Howie is adding a YouTube live stream. Then obviously I can't have a conversation or a dialogue with so many people here that I know from so many walks of English, and I really would have liked to talk to many of you, but that's not the case, not possible at the moment. But of course, you know, if there are questions, then you know how to reach me, and here there's a chat that is open, and we will answer. I will answer questions as they come along. Howie is here to assist us with that. I really wanted to, first of all, offer some balance in terms of distance learning on the one hand, and perhaps people thinking that there's an expectation, like during COVID, like during Corona, that tests will be run and take place like in the past. So this is not the past. This is a unique situation, and therefore there are major changes, and I would like to relate to them. Okay, major changes in terms of trying to make things easier, trying to ease the burden, trying to allow for more flexibility, and the same thing that we expect for teachers to do with students, I would like the same atmosphere and attitude to be with teachers. So I'm going to start with some rules of thumb or principles of dealing with teaching from afar, teaching from a distance, online teaching, that many schools are now going back into this, or some even have, I know also for a fact. So I'm going to first of all share my screen with some principles, and then we will talk about during or at the end some other things that are important to mention. The idea is really to go through some elements that deal with time of emergency, how to work with students in online classes that are in emergency times, in emergency situations like this one is. And I know that you're all experienced and you all know, but this is a very, very mixed group. We have elementary school teachers here and junior high teachers and high school teachers. And I do want to relate to this mixed crowd. So one, when we are teaching from a distance, and also I want to say that I purposely did not prepare a fancy PowerPoint. I really want to go quickly through the points. We have only half an hour. So the first principle to remember is when we start teaching remotely, we have to choose we have to connect to the topic at hand. For example, explain. We chose to do this lesson now because, or we are doing something together because it's important to strengthen our being together during this time. Or I want us to breathe together because I know that during this time it can make us feel better. The idea is to bring opportunities, to create an opening that will allow and invite students to join in, to say how they feel about the topic that you are teaching. The second element is to allow for short questions, not to allow, to make sure that your questions are short, to allow for conversation, and to allow for an opening to talk. Make sure the exercises are short and precise, not long activities, to afford a dialogue between them, between students among themselves and between you and them. But is it also very important to summarize each exercise and say, okay, what was the purpose and what did we achieve? Even after a short activity or exercise that you're doing. It is important that the children talk, the students talk to each other in order to strengthen the individual and the feeling that they have an opportunity to talk. When students create together, when they talk to each other, they bond better. And we want to create this bonding. And the result of this is that teachers, in this case, talk less and students talk more. And for that to happen, we want to make sure that there are breakout rooms and that there are smaller groups, not like we're doing now, but really to allow for students to meet, to relate, to share. The topics that we prefer to talk about now that are suitable for the right now time is family, beliefs, optimism, hope, friends, imagination, things that can create a positive springboard to talk. It is very, very important to allow the students to work with their body, breathing or yoga breathing, movement, guided imagination, as much as you know how to do it. And if not, it's worth looking it up on Google. Some walking, some gymnastics, even though we are in an English lesson, but to think how students can move around. It is very, very highly recommended not to do anything that is directed towards vocabulary lists or grammar of any kind, but really stories, creative texts. We've been talking about this for some time now, but creative texts that suit the level of the students, or a poem or a song, how we posted today some songs, but on our portal, there's a learning tune. There are many, many other songs and poems that are available with some activities that go with it that can be used to produce meaningful discourse, such as what emotions does this text evoke? How does the character feel, instead of how do I feel? What powers did the hero have to be able to cope? The idea is that the students talk about the text or the work, and their feelings arise in relation to the text, where the text meets them, of course, in a subtle way, very, very delicately. What style they would like to adopt? What is it about the text that connects to them right now? Now, it seems, I'm sure, you've been hearing such things already from school, in the mahoz. I'm not saying that this is all new, but I've just tried to put it all together and then to relate it to English. So in English, we have the language, we have the opportunity to express feelings and views, frustrations and moments of stress and also hope, as we said. And of course, it can be done around a song, around a text, around a rhyme or a fable. It is important to convey throughout the meeting, throughout the lesson or the part of the lesson, messages of hope and optimism. I said this already, I can't say this more. Even if it is difficult, to cast it into strength and resilience. Very, very important. The more they talk, the more they express their feelings, the more resilience we are creating in the atmosphere of our classroom. Number 10, each student has his or her rhythm. We know this. These times, it's even more important to be respected. Many areas in this country are now being targeted, have missiles and rockets over heads, and students are in safe rooms. It's very hard to talk about regular lessons. So anything that we do that can offer some place of comfort is helpful, is important, but at the students' pace and rhythm. Creating meaning and stability is what really helps in this time, I would say, even of chaos. Of course, if we offer external order, that helps with how students feel internally. Number 12, if somebody doesn't show up and is supposed to be there, contact that students who are supposed to be present at the lesson or at the meeting and emphasize how important this relationship that you have with him, with her, is to you, and especially during this period. The better, it's very, very important that students feel that they are needed, that they are important, and especially for teachers. And the last principle on my list is to also look at the cracks, to look at what happens in between. When you see the student in terms of his looks, comments that come, maybe that's also an indication that a student or a group needs extra help, or that needs to see somebody that is more of a professional, that can offer professional guidance. I say all this because very often it is claimed wrong, I think in a wrong manner, but still it's important to say that schools or the Ministry of Education is disconnected, doesn't know, doesn't understand, doesn't feel, is not aware of the needs. We're saying, yes, we are very much aware of what students, where students are at these times. And from my point of view, where teachers are at this time. And one of the most important things is, let's talk about two things that are very much on the agenda. On Friday, mind you, on Friday, but I only saw the message on Saturday night, Motzei Shabbat. I saw that a message was sent about Bagrut tests. I'm saying this now loud and clear. Bagrut doesn't interest me. Bagrut now is not important. What's important now is the well-being of you English teachers and your students, meaning that there must be a balance between what you do, that is what we like to call social emotional learning, around the text, as we pointed out, around the song, around the poem, but no need to rush around tests, okay? It's important. If they get some English, Wonderful. And that's what we want. English in context. This is a very rich context, unfortunately. But I really don't want to say anything about the Bagut. It is claimed that the Bagut will be, not it's claimed, I know that Bagut, first of all, will be postponed for at least a month. We're talking now about the winter. We have a winter test that is coming around. We also have many schools have made appointments to have an oral exam, a COBE test, which is already in December. So if you want, if you feel it's appropriate and you want to do some oral talk that helps, wonderful. And if you feel that it's not suitable for your students, for their situation, so don't. Whatever works at these times, and I'm saying this very, very clear. Howie will go through the questions in a second because I see they're coming in.
Sure.
I say this the same. I don't know about Asif. You know that there will be a test for elementary and elementary 6th grade and the 9th grade. Both were planned to take place this year, elementary and junior high. Again, I'm saying English is not the first test to come. Okay, we were supposed to have even a test. We offered an internal test for the 7th grade to measure, to evaluate student skills at the beginning, given by Rama to come to school. You want, you do it. You don't want, you don't. Okay, as you feel fit in the situation. It's very important. Yes, the ACE. I'm talking about the ACE, Lutfia. Yes. The ACE is to measure. Wasn't sure that everybody knows the term. We're talking about an evaluation, so to speak, a diagnostic test for the beginning of the 7th grade. Beginning. It's not at the beginning anymore. We're supposed to be now, 2 weeks from last Saturday. So I'm saying all the external tests put on hold. Nothing will happen. We will eventually overcome the situation, and the time will come to be tested, and with the implications, whatever they will be. I for sure wouldn't talk at all about tests in the 11th grade, for sure. Okay, what's urgent is even what's urgent is not urgent. From my point of view, I would cancel the winter test completely, and relate to the summer at all, and Moed Aleph, Moed Bet. I want to say a word also, because I'm getting these questions about, maybe this doesn't trouble everybody, but still I will say, in-service training. All the hishtalmuyot that were supposed to start, and they were all, many of you have signed up to courses. Everything is put on hold. All meetings such as this are, if you are on a voluntary basis, no running after gmulim, no in-service official training. So questions about what will be with this, with that, it will be when it will be. Not yet. Okay, and now since we have 20 minutes have gone by, and we have another 10 minutes to this meeting, and I want to keep the time as promised, as a short meeting. Howie, do you want to take me through
Yes.
questions?
So most of the questions are just most people are welcoming the things that you said. Some people asked about Zoom. Zoom has been opened again, but has to be done through the ministry.
Yes.
And please make sure that you have a waiting room that you can let people in according to what you know.
Yes,
We spoke about the Bagriot. People are asking for a copy of the document you showed.
no
and we
problem.
said
I'll send it.
we'll put it on the portal. People are asking for ideas of creative text and songs, and I suggest that you start with the
Okay.
portal. But if you want to,
Yeah. So Howie, thank you for reminding me. I want to say that we put on the portal, let's say we put on the portal the document that was sent to the groups. I don't know if everybody here is on the WhatsApp groups that we have for elementary, junior high, and high. But the portal, I hope everybody knows how to get to. And under it says notices from the Mafmar, meaning from me at the moment. Then there is a document for elementary, junior high, and high. One PowerPoint with many SEL activities, and also some other learning, integrated learning and SEL opportunities. It's a document that is available on the portal to use with different links for you to take advantage of. In addition, on each level, because the portal is organized elementary, junior high, high, no, not CEL. Somebody's asking, not CEL and ESL. It's not the same thing. SEL is social emotional learning, like what the list I just provided. And ESL is English as a second language. Okay, different initials for different purposes. So on the portal at each level, there will be very, very soon. We're working on it just to make sure that it's very much up to date and not taken directly from Corona times into this, okay? But designed for this new unfortunate situation. And there's a tile, everything there's organized according to tile. So there'll be a tile, English for times of crisis or for חירום or something of the kind, okay? For emergency times, I don't remember exactly what we called it, but you'll find it. So that's in terms of materials.
There's a question about all the publishers opening up their books. Some publishers have started. There's some publishers that haven't. Is there anything that can be done?
Miriam Ben said, and others said that they would contact publishers that did not open their sites. Yes, Eric Cohen did, and also UPP has. I don't know about others. I didn't see others that opened, but what we have, I want to say that we have a very, very useful tool that is available at this for this time, and that is our wonderful, what we call Dig into Digital, our courses. We have 12 beautiful online digital courses that students can use and you can use at your pace, and that you can get also immediate feedback. Gail is opening a session to get more information for those who haven't joined till now on Wednesday. Medalele, what time is it exactly? Wednesday at what time? Can you open Medalele's
Darila, can you just raise your hand so I'll be able to see? Not physically.
No, your yellow hand. Or if Gail is here, I don't know if Gail is here.
I just can't find the people at
It's on Wednesday. You can look, and the information has been posted again on the groups. On Wednesday, we have here okay. Thank you, Miriam. I see. We have one at 10 and one at 7. 7 in the evening and 10 in the morning. 4:30 at 10 or at 4:30? 4:30 and 7:30, right? Mickey, okay. So in any case, we have, yes, okay, wonderful. So at 10 and at 7, we have 2 rounds. Here, Medallia has raised her hand to give us information. Thursday at 10, thank you. So in any case, the idea is to take advantage of this free resource that allows students. I'll tell you what we have for those who don't know. We have 2 courses for Kita Hey, Kita Vav. We have for junior high, we have a course for speaking, Let's Talk, it's called. And we have for high school, we have for modules A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the literature, ladders to move up from 3 to 4 points. We really have, and we have for speaking. So everything is available and for free. And it's wonderful because students can work at their pace in class, if you have a class, or at home, and you can follow up on it. So for younger kids, no, we have for Hey and Vav, and that's what we have to offer. But on the portal, we have other materials that are good to go and for you to use. And again, as I pointed out, we have the songs, Learn in Tune, that how we prepared. And for very, very young kids, we also have from through Enjoy English. We also have materials to offer.
There was a question to re-asking about the Bagrut, if you, I said the kids and themselves are worried.
Madalena also posted the where you can find information about Dig Into Digital on the portal. Yes, of course, everything is on the portal. I suggest you go and see what you have there. Howie, what's the other question that I missed?
About the Bagrut, people that say will the material be the same, and they themselves, the teachers and pupils, are worried.
Okay, so since it has been, first of all, postponed, and I can tell you that even when it happens, there will be a sort of a mikud like we had in the past. I would like to say that we already have a mikud, as much as you can do a mikud for skills, okay? So it has been postponed, but when it will take place, we're gonna continue using the mikud that we already have, which is the list of topics for C, and we'll see what happens, okay? I'm not saying no at the moment, but we will definitely have something and accommodations of all kinds. In the meantime, I say no worries about that. It will be something that you can relate to, okay? Somebody asked about the Meetup. Meetup doesn't exist anymore. It's called something else. It's called Asif, and then I think even that the name has changed. So there are many ideas what to take off.
Someone asked about the Second Nature site.
Second Nature site is available. It includes AI. It's artificial intelligence for teaching speaking, for practicing teaching speaking. It's very nice with a bot. It's very, very nice, and you can use it. All these tools are available, and again, it's all listed on the portal. They're beautiful tools that you can use for practicing the different skills in English.
Yes, it's an app. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that there are many suggestions here what to do mikud for and what to do mikud on. You can imagine that such decisions are not taken at the split second, but are really weighed very, very carefully, because whatever we do now, if there is a winter exam, even if it is postponed, it will include the summer. We don't know what will be in the summer. So everything is weighed carefully, but for sure, there will be accommodations which will be announced carefully, as we always do. Okay. I see that Gail is answering and others are answering some of the questions that deal with Dig Into Digital here. So you can also look at the chat for more information. And again, I'm saying everything is available at your leisure on the portal that you can find on the ministry site that is called Tchumei Dat. You can find it. Okay, anything else that is important to mention here? Gail added her email. Yes, yes, Stacy, kids want to have things to do at home, so this is very good for that purpose. And also the other things that are available on the PowerPoint, which is, again, as I said, on the portal. Okay, everything I want to say in general, everything that you do in English works towards whatever there is, Asif eventually, Bagrut eventually, but as I would say in Hebrew, benachat, without pressure, no stress. Now, if we had time, I would have done, of course, a longer session. We would look at what's in our control, what's not in our control. But I would say now, what's in our control is to show empathy, is to do some exercises, is to do things at a slower pace, is to do things with optimism and hope because things will improve. What's not in our control, we can't change anyhow. So let's focus on what we can do, what we can influence, and use it as our source of strength and to offer resilience for ourselves, first of all, because when we are strong, then our students are strong. They know that you have a sense of direction, and we are available. And the inspectors, all the inspectors, I see them here, and the national counselors, everybody's here to offer support. You know how to reach us, and please take advantage of that. Use us as you need. It's 6:30. I'm here. If there are further questions that I didn't answer, I can stay here as you wish. And how we can close the YouTube.
Sure.
And what can I say? Let's hope for better, not let's hope, we hope for better days. We know that better days will come and that we will have the strength